Everyone in Seoul knew him as the Ice King. CEO Kang Min-jun. Young, powerful, terrifyingly cold. The man who built a billion-dollar empire without cracking a single smile. He didn't believe in love. He didn't believe in weakness. And most of all, he didn't believe in marriage. But when his dying grandfather made one final wish on his hospital bed, everything changed. Marry a humble girl, not a rich heiress, not a model. Marry someone who reminds me of your grandmother. Min-jun said yes, to buy time, to keep the inheritance, to manipulate fate, but what he didn't expect was Yoon Ha-eun. She was nothing like the women in his world. She wasn't tall, she wasn't soft-spoken, she didn't wear perfume that cost more than her rent. She was just a janitor at the company. Mop in hand, hoodie on, washing marble floors while CEOs walked past her like she didn't exist. Until one morning, she spilled her bucket of water at the exact moment Min-jun walked past. Splash! His $1,000 Italian shoes were drenched. He stopped, she gasped, and the entire lobby froze. I'm sorry, she stammered. He looked her straight in the eye and said, "You have two options. Be fired, or be my wife." Everyone thought he was joking. She did too, until his assistant handed her a marriage contract the next morning with a check attached. 500 million won, $380,000 USD, fake marriage. 6 months, no kissing, no photos, no scandal. She should have walked away. But her brother needed surgery. And she had nowhere else to turn. So she signed, and just like that, the Ice King was married to a janitor. But the office exploded with whispers. Who is she? Did she blackmail him? She's just after his money. He must be hiding something. Even his ex-fiancée, the elegant, sharp-tongued Ji-yoon, flew back from Paris the moment she saw the wedding post online. "Oh, this isn't love," she whispered to the media. "It's war." And she had a secret that could destroy everything, including Yoon Ha-eun's real identity. She mopped his floor. Now she walked beside him in heels, in front of cameras, bodyguards, and an entire boardroom of executives who wanted her gone. What started as a business arrangement was about to blow up in their faces. Because someone from Ha-eun's past was watching, and she knew the truth about the janitor turned bride. The wedding was small, by Kang family standards. No red carpet, no televised kiss, just a sterile ballroom at the Kang Group headquarters, with 50 handpicked guests and a grandfather in a wheelchair, beaming through tears. "She reminds me of your grandmother," the old man whispered to Min-jun, gripping his hand. "She has that same stubborn light in her eyes. Don't let this be fake." Min-jun looked away. He didn't show emotion. This was a contract, a 6-month obligation, a performance. Except Ha-eun wasn't acting, not when she held his hand, not when she bowed deeply to his grandfather, and especially not when she stood at the wedding table and served tea to his mother, despite the cold stare. "What kind of daughter-in-law brings calluses to the family?" his mother hissed. "One who works," Ha-eun replied calmly. The next day, she moved into the penthouse. Marble everything, a private elevator, a wardrobe worth more than her life. But she didn't touch any of it. She took the guest room. She still made her own noodles. She still washed her clothes by hand, out of habit. And for some reason, that irritated Min-jun more than if she'd acted like a gold digger. "Why are you sleeping in the guest room?" he asked one night. "Because this isn't a real marriage." "Then act like it is. You didn't marry me for love, CEO Kang. You married me to win your grandfather's inheritance. Let's not pretend." She said it with such calm honesty. Min-jun didn't reply, because for the first time, someone spoke to him without fear. And deep down, it scared him. But the peace didn't last long. The media caught wind of her identity. From mop to mansion. Who is Yoon Ha-eun, Kang Min-jun's mystery bride? And worse, Ji-yoon, his ex-fiancée, started making moves. She went live on social media. "Kang Min-jun rejected me for a janitor. But he doesn't know her real name. And when he finds out, it'll be over." What was she talking about? What secret was she holding? That night, a private investigator's envelope landed on Min-jun's desk. Inside was a photo of Ha-eun, but not as a janitor. As the daughter of the CEO, his company was destroyed 5 years ago. She married him with a secret. He hired her without knowing the truth. And now, the past they both tried to bury has come clawing to the surface. Because Ha-eun wasn't just a maid, she was the daughter of the CEO Kang Min-jun ruined. And she didn't come for love. She came for revenge. Min-jun stared at the photo in his hand. It was Ha-eun, younger, smiling, wearing a school uniform, with her father beside her. Chairman Yoon Dae-sik. 5 years ago, Kang Group absorbed Yoon Industries in the most aggressive corporate takeover Seoul had seen in a decade. Min-jun didn't care about the casualties back then. He played it like chess. Cutthroat, clean, until Chairman Yoon was found dead, a so-called suicide after losing everything. Min-jun never thought about the man's family. Now, one of them was sleeping in his house. He barged into the penthouse guest room. "You lied to me." Han didn't flinch. "No, you never asked. Why didn't you tell me who you were?" She stared him down, the calm gone now, replaced by rage she'd swallowed for years. "Would you have married me if you knew?" Silence. "You destroyed my father. You called it business. But for us, it was war. We lost our home, our money. My brother dropped out of school. My mother died from stress. And I scrubbed your floor while you sat on your throne. So yes, CEO Kang, I signed the contract, but I didn't do it for the money." Min-jun took a step back, his mind spinning, his chest tight. "Then why did you do it?" "Because you needed a fake wife. And I needed a front row seat to watch you fall." The words hit like a truck. But something else hurt more. Because despite everything, her defiance, her secret, her cold fury, he realized he didn't want to let her go. He wasn't supposed to feel anything. This was a business transaction. But when she spoke, it shook something in him. Not fear, not anger, something dangerously close to guilt. The next day, the tabloids exploded. CEO's new bride is the daughter of his business rival. Revenge marriage? Public demands resignation. The Kang Group board was furious. Stocks dropped 8% in 2 days. Min-jun was asked to step down until the scandal passed. But he didn't. Instead, he walked into the boardroom, grabbed the mic, and said, "I married Yoon Ha-eun for business. But I won't divorce her for convenience." The room gasped. Even his enemies didn't see that coming. Meanwhile, Ji-eun watched the broadcast from her penthouse, sipping wine. "You fool," she whispered. "You think this is about love? Wait till you find out what else she's hiding." Because even Ha-eun had no idea about the secret that would destroy her. He defended her in front of the entire boardroom. He told the world he wouldn't divorce her, even if it cost him his empire. But just when the world started to believe in their love, an old enemy stepped in with a secret that could annihilate them both. Because Ha-eun wasn't just hiding her last name, she was hiding the one thing that could bring down the Kang family forever. It had been 3 weeks since the wedding scandal broke, and strangely, the fake marriage no longer felt so fake. Min-jun stopped treating her like a pawn. He started noticing the little things. How she made his coffee exactly how he hated it, just to annoy him. How she left sticky notes with sarcastic, motivational quotes on his bathroom mirror. How she stared out the window at night like she was still looking for someone who never came home. He stopped calling her Yoon SSI. He started calling her Ha-eun. One night, after a shareholders' dinner, he returned home slightly drunk, but not enough to forget what he said. "I used to think love was a distraction. Now I think maybe I was scared." Ha-eun froze in the hallway. Scared of what? Of trusting someone who could ruin me. She looked into his eyes and whispered, "Then don't trust me." And walked away. Meanwhile, Ji-eun wasn't done playing. She wasn't just bitter, she was lethal. She met with a tabloid editor and handed over a flash drive. "Release this next week," she said. "What is it?" he asked. "Proof that Yoon Ha-eun is not who she says she is. Her father didn't kill himself. He was killed by someone inside Kang Group." Back in the penthouse, Ha-eun found something buried in the study drawer, a sealed letter from her late father. The paper shook in her hands as she opened it. "Ha-eun, if anything happens to me, don't believe what they say. I knew secrets that would have destroyed them, and they knew it. If you want the truth, find the black file in the archives of Kang Tower. It has everything." Her world spun. Her father didn't die from grief. He was silenced. And the man she was starting to fall for? His company was behind it. The next morning, she skipped breakfast. She didn't speak to Min-jun. She went straight to Kang Tower, used her wife ID card, and entered the restricted archives. Only to find the shelf empty. Someone had already taken the black file. That night, she got a text from a blocked number. "You're in over your head, janitor girl. Leave now, or end up like your father." She dropped the phone. Min-jun found her in the hallway moments later, pale, shaking. "What's wrong?" She looked up at him, eyes wide, lips trembling. I think I was wrong. This isn't about love anymore. This is about survival." She married him for revenge. He chose her for convenience. But now, they're tied together by something much deeper than love. A murder. Because the truth about her father's death isn't just buried, it's being erased, and someone powerful will kill again to keep it quiet. Ha-eun hadn't slept. She sat in the dark of the guest room, replaying every conversation she'd had with Min-jun since the wedding. Did he know? Was he involved? Or was he just the next puppet in a family of manipulators? She remembered her father's voice in the letter. Find the black file. But it was gone, stolen, destroyed, and the text that threatened her, it wasn't a bluff. She was being watched. The next morning, she walked into the dining room where Min-jun sat, reading financial reports. She looked him dead in the eye. Did your company kill my father? He dropped the papers. What? Don't lie to me, Min-jun. I found a letter. He said there was a file, a black one. With everything. It's gone. Someone took it, and now someone's threatening me. Min-jun's face turned pale. I didn't know there was a file. But I know someone who might have it. Who? My uncle, Vice Chairman Kang Du-yeon. He handled the takeover personally. He always said your father knew too much. I thought it was just business talk. Later that night, Min-jun did something he'd never done before. He showed up at his uncle's estate without notice. No driver, no bodyguards. He stormed into the private library and threw the door open. Where's the black file? Du-yeon smirked. So the janitor told you. Her name is Ha-eun, and she's my wife. Oh, is she your wife now? How romantic. You really don't know what she's after, do you? That girl isn't just here for revenge. She's here for the proof. Min-jun stepped closer. Did you kill Chairman Yoon? He was going to expose a bribery chain that would have taken down half the board. I made sure he wouldn't get the chance. Min-jun's hands clenched into fists. His whole life, the company, the legacy, the pride, built on a murder. You destroyed a family to protect our name. I protected the future of Kang Group. That's what we do, Min-jun. You're next in line. Act like it. No, I'm not like you. He walked out, but not before grabbing the flash drive hidden inside the desk drawer. The black file. He brought it straight to Ha-eun. She watched the screen play out. Bribery records. Surveillance cover-ups. Secret payments tied to her father's death. And at the bottom, Du-yeon's signature. Her hands trembled. It's true. My father didn't fall. He was pushed. She looked up at Min-jun. You saved this, even though it could ruin your family. Why? He hesitated. Because the moment I saw you crying in that stairwell, I realized you were the only person in my life who ever saw me as a human being, not just a CEO. But just as she reached out to touch his hand, the window shattered. A bullet hit the wall inches from her face. Someone wasn't done hiding the truth. The janitor he married to save his fortune just became the only woman who could save his soul. Now, with assassins on their trail and a deadly secret in their hands, they have two choices: run and live in fear, or fight and burn the entire empire to the ground. Either way, this love story won't end quietly. The bullet missed, but the message didn't. Min-jun grabbed Ha-eun, pulled her into the hallway, and they raced out of the penthouse. The building was no longer safe. His uncle had made his move. We can't go to the police, he told her. Not yet. Half of them are on the board's payroll. Then what do? We go public. We take this to the only courtroom they can't silence, the media. The next morning, Kang Group woke up to chaos. A leaked video. Min-jun and Ha-eun stood side by side, in front of a camera. No suits, no titles, no lawyers, just truth. My name is Kang Min-jun. I am the CEO of Kang Group. And this company was built on a lie. He detailed the cover-up, the murder, the black file, and most importantly, the love he found in the woman he tried to use. I married Yoon Ha-eun for business. But I fell in love with her for everything business couldn't give me: honesty, pain, hope, and the strength to change. The internet exploded. #justice for Chairman Yoon. #CEO confession. #janitor queen. Ha-eun went from scandal to superhero overnight. Min-jun's uncle? Arrested within 48 hours. Half the board resigned. Kang Group stocks crashed, then soared even higher, after the public rallied behind the CEO who told the truth. 2 weeks later, the marriage contract expired. The 6 months were over. No legal ties, no obligations, just silence and choice. He stood outside the noodle shop where she now worked part-time, the same place she used to scrub dishes in the back. She turned, saw him, and smiled softly. CEO Kang. Not anymore, just Min-jun. He held out a small envelope. Inside, a ring. Simple, silver, no diamonds, no logos, no contracts this time, just one question. She blinked back tears. Why me? He stepped closer. Because you were never the maid. You were always the mirror. And I finally like the man I see. She took the ring. Then you better not spill coffee on your shoes this time. He laughed for the first time in months. They walked away together. No cameras, no contracts, no secrets. Just love. Real. Raw. Redemption.